ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bombers. I'm Amajal Knowles with your ZNS Total Sports. Well, Major League Baseball was one of the major North American sporting leagues that has been postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And a recent memo stated that minor league players would only be paid up to April 8th. And after that, it would be up in the air as a new agreement would need to be negotiated. We caught up with a few of our Bahamian Major League Baseball minor leaguers that were gearing up for the start of their seasons on what their respective clubs told them and the fallout from this COVID-19 situation.
Obviously it's unfortunate that, I'm back home. I'm always in go mode, but I was especially ready to go for this upcoming season. But as far as we can't control the virus, so it's out of our control. So all we gotta do is just take the positive out of it, and as we're here back home, just try to get better. And for me, obviously we want to get paid, but like I said, I just take this as an opportunity to get better. So that's how I think about the positive about it.
Social distancing, they just want us to stay safe and stay to ourselves as we get better and continue to work on our body.
The coronavirus pandemic has came around. It sprung up on us unexpectedly. We all were out here practicing for months and months, getting ready for the season. And as we were about to head out, they just sent us back home. So they told us we got to wait it out and stay home. And they emailed me and they just tell me try to be safe. And I would also encourage everybody else to try to be safe.
I think of all of this, I don't think of it as a setback. I think of it as more time for us to prepare for the season. And about the payment, I haven't really heard much about it. I saw something briefly about it yesterday, but no one haven't contacted us about it.
Just keep letting us know how to stay safe and mental health, how to cope with crises and stuff, that we can stay mentally prepared for when the season ready.
For twins Deshaun and Devon Knowles, the pandemic hit a bit closer to home.
For the pay situation, I really didn't know. I just got the information this morning, so I didn't really know all about the pay stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. I didn't really know all that much. I know we had to go home and stuff like that, and then I find out 2 of my teammates had it, so I had to go home as quick as possible. So yeah.
Basically, when I was there, because I was in Tempe, Arizona, Charles Barkley, he was at the complex. But I wasn't on the big league side when he was there, and he felt a little feverish. So they basically had everybody who tied with him, who was in contact with him, but I wasn't over there. But it was 2 other people at the complex who had it. And I wasn't, I don't be nowhere around people, so I always wash my hands, drink my orange juice. And they gave me the option to come home or to stay there. And I wanted to come home because at the time it wasn't no cases here. Particularly the pay, I guess, because some of the big leaguers, they gave the big leaguers a choice to go home too, but they told the big leaguers if they would go home, they wouldn't get their salary for the month in spring training. So they had to stay. But minor leaguers, we had a choice to go home or stay because we don't get paid that much like the big leaguers. So I just choose to come home to be with family, and because it was safer. Because the United States it's huge. So just staying home, being in quarantine, playing 2K all day, man, just chilling right now.
Well, some bad news for sailing fans out there. The National Family Island Regatta has been postponed. In a statement from Chairman and Commodore Danny Strong, the National Committee met and reviewed, and members concluded that this was the best interest of the national requirement to comply with the government's advice to curtail large social gatherings. The National Family Island Regatta traditionally brings together thousands of persons to Georgetown, Exuma, on shore and on boats. It would be gravely irresponsible, they say, to seek to invite residents and visitors to congregate there this April as had been planned. Saying the committee had met with the minister responsible for regattas, the Honorable Michael Pintard, and the regatta desk to offer the assurance of their commitment to the national fight against the COVID-19 coronavirus. Again, he says the minister supports their position in that this year's event should be canceled. Well, a number of gyms have announced they would be suspending operations amid the threat of COVID-19. But how would this affect those that work out outdoors? We caught up with a few Bahamians to see if the new curfew, along with the government's emphasis on social distancing, would affect their routine.
I would say yes. I would continue to get my workouts in. Potentially, I mean, I think this is something good that the government is implementing to try to be a bit more proactive. As far as my schedule is concerned, I'm normally like an early bird person, so our workout schedule is something that normally starts at 5 a.m. So, I mean, it requires just making a slight adjustment, of which I don't feel is going to be too problematic for me.
Want to encourage persons to still work out. You may not be able to work out fully in the same atmosphere where you would have received motivation to keep you going, but at the same time, I suggest that you continue going to your workout groups, but space out, do the social distancing so that nobody feels pressured or want to leave or feel uncomfortable. Bring your own mats. Bring your all of your hygienic products to sanitize your mats, your equipment, whatever you're using. And we just need to be very mature about this.
NBA, the coronavirus continues to make its way through the association, as yesterday the Boston Celtics guard Marcus Smart, as well as 2 Los Angeles Lakers players testing positive for COVID-19. Both teams released statements yesterday announcing the positive test, although the Lakers did not identify players by name. Marcus Smart posted a tweet late Thursday confirming that he had tested positive. Smart was more emphatic in his tweet in addressing the issue of social distancing, writing the younger generation in the country should self-distance and emphasizing that the COVID-19 virus was not a joke. Boston said in a statement that Celtics players later confirmed to be Smart was tested because of exposure to a known positive case. The team said he was not exhibiting symptoms and had been in isolation for several days. As for the Lakers, their last game was against the Nets on March 10th at Staples Center. The NBA season was suspended indefinitely the following day. 14 players out of the 17 contracted players for the Lakers were tested. This according to ESPN's Ramona Shelburne. Several players were granted permission earlier in the week to leave town. And that's been a look at sports. A quick check on weather is up next.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.